And we are streaming. Hello everybody. Welcome to Tiles of Confusion for the 6th of November. We have 4 people currently online and in the tournament lobby, so let's get the game started. Can apologise for the last 2 weeks of basically no Tiles of Confusion. It was relatively unannounced. The first week was basically picking up my wife from the airport, and the second week was our 2-year anniversary. So yeah, couldn't really get out of that. Unfortunately, life is definitely more important than Mahjong. So, back and hopefully back to winning ways is the plan here. And certainly my form ranking based on that 29 with 2 4th places in the last 5 games. Let's see if we can erase those and get some victories out. Anyway, how are we all doing? Currently we just have myself and Riichi queued up, but as soon as we have 4 we will be off. Thank you, Rui. Yeah, it always happens when I have a break in the schedules. We tend to lose a lot of people. Ah well. Ah well, oh well. Eventually, games shall happen. Possibly when the 2 people who are also in the lobby realise that things have started. We'll see. I did start about 5 minutes early, so potentially waiting on that. If not, we'll just see when things crop up. And yes, indeed. Vanna can potentially join as well. Which may or may not have been heard, I'm not sure. Though she would have to get set up, so that's fine. You can join a bit later, my dear. Yeah, that's fair. We do also have, we are going to be interrupted a little bit as well because I've got my pizza arriving in probably about 15 minutes based on the last update, so then it will be definitely a food interrupted stream, which I'll probably just end up muting myself and cutting the webcam feed just so I can eat without everybody watching. What kind of pizza? Well, Vanna's gone for a vegetarian one. I have gone for the weird one. I've gone for an anchovy pizza. No reaction from the wife, which is odd. But food cams are best cams. This is possibly true. This would also involve me tidying up my desk, so might be tricky. Alright, we have Prospero also queued up, so we're just waiting on one more. And we have Fully108, who is a newcomer to the stream. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Only rules, obviously, if you're in a game with me, please have the game muted and visuals off. And other than that, you are allowed to use the chat. So, let's see how this goes. Also, tired Jong time. It's always tired Jong time. This is why we do it at night, so we can excuse all the bad plays we're about to make. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Okay, sitting west for the first round. Dora is 7, so, and not a great hand. Well, plenty of things to go, and if we can improve it in quite a lot of ways, we draw a pair of either the Yakuhai, then this can potentially go somewhere. But most likely I'm just going to do my usual thing of get rid of the terminals and see if we can build up to just a Pintu Yakuhai hand. Pinfu or Yakuhai, not obviously both. Okay, second pair. We'll get rid of a 9. Also, Rise is using a new avatar. This is one I've not seen before. Okay, so we've hit a pair of 1-so, so we'll keep on with that. Neither of my 2 Yakuhai have been played yet. One's obviously a lot safer than the other, and there we go. Oh, early reach. Alright. Well, we'll play west for safety. And then we'll see what we can do about that. Probably not much. Honestly, I feel just playing the 1-sos and going. Let's see. Yeah. Could have been a deal in. But it bought us 2 turns. And we'll hopefully be able to navigate around the rest of this. So we've got north that we know is going to be safe. currently out of safe... Actually, no, we've got 9. We could also play against this. We could assume it's not got a lot of value behind it. I've hit double run as well. So what's our tempo route? Grab the green dragon. Hope the 4 passes. Yeah, sumo beforehand. We're not dealer, it was the 4. So a closed 4 and a near Mungan. Okay. And Tudor, of course. Alright. So, sitting south. This is a stronger start. Perhaps we're taking time, considering a... Okay, maybe not. Alright, west. Usually a long pause by the dealer is going to be a consideration of whether they're going for orphans or just take the draw. Would be my usual assumption on that one, but... Oh, that was a great draw. Okay. So we're not too far away from anything here. We'd hope to connect something to the 7, preferably during the 6 here. And potential to go for Riichi, Pinfu, and Dora. Okay, quick attack. So, okay, we can get a lucky 8. That gives us the Riichi, Pinfu that we're after. It's possible he had a handful of terminals and he's now just going to build up to a chanter, although he did get rid of 1 and 1. Could be a half flush. I might also be just reading too much into the long pause. He might have had something distracting him in the background. So I should probably not do that. 1-8 gone also makes this a slightly worse weight, but we can always draw a 6 and improve it that way. There we go. Sometimes you get things when you ask for them. So 4-7, 5-8. Play the 2-man, and we are away. And 2's just improved safe as well, which is useful. We'll play that over on 9 for the moment. Don't think the 9 does anything for us, even if we draw the 8 here, so we'd still get rid of a 9. Alright, 5. 5 strong, Riichi, Pinfu, Dora. Oh, counter reach. Okay. Let's see. 4 was a Suji to me. I have thankfully drawn that tile, so... Could play 5. Oh, we Sume. Okay. Fortunate that we had a reasonable weight with that. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora. 52, and we will take... Well, second place, because Prospero's win was bigger. Take our dealer turn. Okay, so we have Yakuhai, Tudora. Start with North. Usual best practice, just play the win that's to the left of you. If they call it, you get another draw. Pair of 4s. Play the white. And yeah, this is good enough that we're going to go for it. We have Tudora currently showing, although missing the 1's a bit more awkward. Man, this is a hand that I could potentially push for. East. 1's out, so we'll play that. Could have been an argument for keeping that. There's also an argument we've probably gone a bit early with this hand, but we'll see. Been a great draw for us, I think. 6 is fine. We can get rid of the 8. Gives us the ability to just grab a 7 into this hand. Downside is we might end up waiting on the Dora. Okay. Prospero, unfortunately, with no early reach. Four safe, so we'll play it. Yeah, we're kind of now committed to just going into a 1-so weight. Which I don't like. See what anyway. Thankfully, not a ridiculous hand. Riichi and Dora. Riichi, Dora, Sumo. So, guess his 2,000 back. Hi, Carol. Overall, I'll take that. And hope the Prospero doesn't go immediately into another quick hand. So, we're in a reasonable shape. This is a good hand. prefer one of these to be Yakuhai for us, but can't have everything. So we're just pretty much... Oh, great draw. Alright, so we're just going to pretty much slam this into a tan pin. House. Does that give us anything here? I think we'll play the 8, because obviously that gives us our 2 thing there. No worries. Well, we currently only have Lily waiting. This is, unfortunately, as I've mentioned, hazard of being away for a couple of weeks. We've lost a lot of the regulars. They'll trickle back as we continue doing things, I'm sure. Okay, 2 safe tiles. Nice. Okay, Ishanten. So reach Tanyo Ishanten. Unless we are in the 6-9 weight, I guess. But with 2 9s played, it's less likely we're going to be in that. No, actually, no, that makes it more likely we're going to draw the 1-4, isn't it? Yeah. Drawing a 2-so would be interesting, because that allows us to potentially go in for a Sanchku. Two greens, so that's fine. But even without this, just going Reach Pin Fudora gives us a reasonable shot at just overtaking Prospero again. Okay, play 4. Want to hold our safe tile for the Reach. 4 is going to be more dangerous if we were to keep that longer, so... Same logic with a 6. Tempo indicator or just playing it because we've proven it safe? Not sure. Alright, last red. Aiden Lobby 8 watching. We had 2 people kind of hanging back beforehand, so alright. Reach Binfu, 6 available. Let's see. So Rise, I think, possibly just playing safety against us with those 3 discards against our initial. Fully could be playing safety. But there's 6 out there, so we've got a reasonable shot at just drawing it. The only downside, of course, with the Sumo, with the Bron plan is obviously the we're either side of that. Okay, Pursuit Reach by fully. One pin is a safe tile to fully. Not to me, though. There's a chance it comes out on that basis. But given how close it is to Fedora and my reach, I wouldn't imagine somebody's going to play that. We go in with that. No. It's just something Rice can do. Is someone considering attacking this? Prospero? Are you going to attack against 2 reaches? You are going to attack against 2 reaches. Interesting. And deal in. I mean, I only had a Reach Pin Fedora, but that might have been bad for fresh sets from you because that has given up the lead. And 4 was only a half seed due to fully anyway. Okay. 4-5-6 Sanchku. With the Yakuhai, maybe? Failing that, Tan Pin, and we'll just see how things go. South 1, might as well get rid of this. The 1's an indicator. Unlikely that we're going to get a second. And yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll hold on to that one. Because that is now a definitely safe tile for later in the game. Yeah, sometimes you ask and you get it. Occasionally you mock and it happens. Dora West. It's my wind, but if somebody's got a pair, it's tempting. Right, so I think we're more looking towards just Tanyo attack here. Okay. It's a narrow lead, though. Interesting, well, one side that puts us back onto the Sanchku plan. That, though, takes us away from it. Let's go the 6-man here. It's going to be risky holding that on for a lot longer, so... So the 1 and 8 are likely to be much safer, especially given 1 8 and a 1 is already gone, so... And we know our south for the final discard is fine. Pair of 8s. We have too many pairs with this. But equally, I'm not... Well, that gives us a marginal upside, doesn't it? Alright, let's go south. So that's a marginal upside here, because we can draw the 5, go in there, have a double run. Pair, we'll see. You have advertised. What have you advertised? Oh, you just trying to find 2 other people to play with. So we could go for Tanya here. How much do we think the 5's going to pass? Yeah, let's go. So we're Ishanten for Tanya. Fair enough. So what you mean is there might be some good players turning up. There's not a lot of T... Well, actually no, there are 2 5s available. 1 and 1. Hey, it's always fun. Well, safe tile. So Prospero with a Riichi here. We can go call cut the 9 and be in Tempai. If somebody does play the last 8. 2 whites, that should be fine. Nine was safe last round, so that's fine. Let's play the 9s. Okay, Rise has got something. So we'll be aware of that. Could be Pinzu, Honitsu. If he was Senpai with that 1 discard. I haven't been tracking whether he's been discarding what he played. But that's awkward. Alright, 8 safe to Rise, not to you. I'm just going to play my other 9 though. Because while it could be a Pinzu Honitsu. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Dodgy times. But we have Tenpai with this. So, call for Tenpai. Yeah. I see some Chinese. Reach door 2. Well, we remain second. Parabeast myself round, and yeah. Well, let's carry on. Also, my phone is flashing at me, and that's probably just to indicate that I am streaming. Yes, there we go. Okay, up to 3 pairs. Those, though, could be extended into Ipeiko, so it's not quite that bad. North isn't helping us. Six potentially is. Get rid of the 1. Ah, well. You'll get a couple of opponents in a little bit. This game's not going to last too much longer in theory. That was a good draw. It's not against the wards a lot, I've got to be honest, but... Given that this has become dealer, I'll take absolutely anything that comes along here. But it looks like it might just be reaching on me. A little less likely now that both the 8s are gone, though. No, I can always now use these as a pair. Well, discard those and hope for the East as a pair, I guess. There we go. That's what we've been waiting on. Alright, Forso. So, drop a 9 or an Ipeiko Tenpai. Draw the 3, we've got ourselves a Pinfu, potentially Ipeiko Tenpai. Even though a fairly long shot, but, you know. Actually, given how long shot they are, let's go this way round. So we got slightly better odds with the 2-5. We will now draw the 3 pin because it will happen. Well, close enough. Alright, Rise with a Reach. So best bet here is probably going to be end up throwing my Easts since I don't have anything else that looks good against this, but... Like, Prospero is attacking that. That was a free-so from not a lot of... Yeah, that doesn't look like a safe discard. That's right, so Prospero as dealer still attacking. That's good for us. Dora Dragon, thankfully safe against Rise. Love the 4-man to be proven safe here, but... Well, we know the 3 will pass. One more discard, so I think he's going to be free-so here. We're not going to take the Tenpai unless a 4 gets played right now. Oh, Tenpai's not worth it. Tenpai can... Oh no, we're not even Tenpai with this. I don't know what I'm considering. Yeah. Alright, 3-6. Well, we get our dealer turn. We need a Mangan to take the lead. Well, Mangan Super to take the lead, I should say. Well, that is 2 Dora, so we put ourselves in a reasonable position for this one. North to start. Also, if we look into drawing the 6 side of this, then this is Dora 3. So, yeah. Could be a thing. I've been tempted a couple of times to turn the red Dora off, but I'm not sure entirely whether I'm going to do that. It's just something I've considered a while back. Just to make the big hands a bit harder to get and make it a bit more, I don't know, tappy, which does suit my style admittingly, but you know. And yeah, it is free. It is that time in the US. Okay. So best way to get this into a Mangan is probably just going to be reaching Pinfu, in all honesty. Triple it at the 5s. Alright, let's go 9 here for the moment. And have a think. Yeah, I guess. It's just something I considered once or twice. Alright, let's go to the east. We see 1. We're probably not building up to that. Hopefully with a dragon. Pair of ones looks good for us right now. Let's risk the 6 though. So sequencing this out. Okay. I got rid of North early, so no additional door for us, but potential value if we reach. Another east. That's a pain, but still probably right to do that. Alright, Friso is basically dead. Well, not. It's not dead. There's 2 left, but it's now looking likely that we're going to get rid of this side rather than this side, especially since we have the pair of ones. There's 3. Yeah, I can't take it. Alright, 2-1 goes. Keep the south. 1 has been played. Alright, that's an okay draw. So I suppose we could try and force a toy if we got the chance. 2 hasn't been played, 1 hasn't been played, 7 hasn't been played. Go toys or just go into triplets. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I don't normally swear, but that was... Alright, fine. We can still get this with triplets, though, so let's see. No, indeed. You know what it is, the white's been over, so that... Oh, another south gone as well. I've given up quite a lot of stuff I needed at this stage. It was probably corrected each time, but that is not a very encouraging path. Okay, so what are the pluses and minuses for pawning this? It gets me closer to actual tempi, which at this point might actually be what I need to do. We can also go for Tanya. So yeah, okay, we're going for the Tanya tempi here. We're at the very least hoping to bluff some people out of things. Red Dragon's awkward. So the only thing we can call is a 3 or a 6, and we need 1 of those. Oh, second. Oh, dear God, that makes this really bad. Oh, jeez. I need to be in tempi, though. That is the worst. I don't think I can play the red here. Darn it. That is really an awkward. Okay, so what's the backup plan here? So the backup plan is I've got to draw another red. Basically. I've got to hope she's on Little Dragons. Call a set of 7s. Can't. Oh, this is nuts. I'm going to have to do some silly things here. Oh, this is really tough. Oh, gee, God. No, I might just have lost. 6 is safe, thankfully, but that is... Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. Oh, we might even learn if the power rule is on. If somebody else deals in and I lose. Jeez, that was... Yeah, that was a mistake. Absolute mistake.
Throw out another American expletive.
That was coming. That was coming. That is going to be a hand that I'm just going to analyze and just look back on and cringe at what happened there. Oh boy. I mean, we were rewarded for our persistence, but that should not have happened. Oh, we're going to get an East reset now, aren't we? No, okay. Yep, I pushed Chen for a chance of victory. And it was can't. by the player who already had 2 sets. That actually happened. I decided to be brave. I decided to go for it. Regrets happened immediately. Let's get rid of 5 here because... Why did you do this? Because I want the win and because it was entertaining, and you know what? I'm getting titled to some bad plays. Absolutely, my dear. That's an okay draw. Okay, let's stay with that. I mean, worse than that, I actually gave away the power rule dice Angen, so if somebody else had dealt in, I think I would have lost the points. Not sure. Alright, so 2 1s have gone, so that makes the 2-3 less likely to be a thing. We're still going to stick with this, though, because I think this is best all around for this. Just might adjust what we do if the white dragon comes up here. Also, boom. I think we've got enough that's still worth going for this. Because we can always still draw the 4s that are still out there, so... Okay. 4-pin is not safe against Rise. 9-so is. Well, let's go. 1-4. Did Bryce gain 1,000 points? Right, he's gained 1,000 points off me. So, win scenarios, there aren't that many of them left. But Mungan gets me third. Mungan gets me second, so that's basically the aim from this. Rise obviously going quick attack because he's got a shot at the win for not a lot of value, so he must have a Yakuhai or he's just going for a Tanyo. So based on that, we don't really want to play this. Actually, let's force it now. He's got it, he's got it. So Danger 1 is probably the red dragon for him. Okay, we got a lot going on here. So, I think we still got to go for it, really. Well, I mean, against 2, we got really no option but just play our normal game and hope. Play out white because 1 was played. There wasn't any pause on it from what I remember. And just hope we can get something here. So we either need to get to Hanneman plus the reach stick. Hanneman would require us to go Itsu and stuff. If that's big enough, that might get a second, but I don't think it is. Riichi at 2-6. Nope, that we end third. Wow, we need that a little bit more, and I could have managed it. But hey, GG. My wife is wearing my Christmas t-shirt.
To get one to coordinate.
Fair enough.
Should not get in Santa's hat, maybe.
No worries. So, yeah. Let's just relive that nonsense. I will start the game off if somebody else wants to join in. But yeah, this was the nonsense. I didn't feel any better watching it from Fully's point of view, I've got to be honest. Alright, so Rise, Prospero, Chiral, Lily. And I'm just starting my game off. Right, so, show hands, deal in tile, view log. Let's go back to South 2. Nope. South 3, repeat 1. So, starting hand is extremely good. This is actually kind of what you would ideally want to go for Daisangan, although most likely going to be Shosangan or double, especially with the early white blade. Yep, building up to a Toy Toy, which is good for this position as well. Alright, partial disagreement with there, because just as I'd consider the Toy Toy is probably more likely with this, assuming you can get the early dragon, and you got one. Of course, he could be King Honitsu as well, which makes sense. Okay, just Pawn saves the dragon. So save tile for later, and Khan if she can get closer. So it's Khan straight away. Okay. And there we go. From here on out, you are Daisanganing. One white still left. 2 reds. And you got the west as well. Okay. One away from Daisangan. Dealer attacking. That might have been a mistake by me there. Maybe I should have tried to... I don't know. Maybe I should have forced the thing. Got rid of the 4. Kept the card for later. Yes, I started with the red, and I'm already sensing it's not a good plan. And then that makes it impossible. Because it was live at the time. That's why I decided to hold off a turn, because I wasn't Tempai at that stage. And then, yeah. In this position, it felt massively ominous. Somebody had reds. That was the thing. Somebody had them. Yeah, I mean, you get an extra draw, so there's no reason not to take this. And I basically pushed on a 3-6. Which also was a half door await, so yeah. Oh boy, I'm going to be reliving that one. Well, let's head off. So the other game is currently in progress. If we do get enough people in the lobby for another one, we will do so. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some watching. So, there we go. 114 seconds, so bear with 2 moments. Actually, while we do that, do we actually have enough people in the lobby? We did have 8 earlier. What are we up to in the moment? We are still showing at 8. Currently, though, we have nobody queued up. Yes, we reached the do section of the stream. Largely waiting for other things to sort themselves out. Alright, there we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They slowed down. Seconds not being consistent. Alright, let's go and watch this game going on then. So, we're sitting behind Rise. Let's just go and quickly show in the hands. And we'll just stay behind the dealer for the time being. So, reasonable-ish starting hand. Yaku High, potential other ones as well. Prospero's hand is a little bit more of a mess, but we'll see how that develops. Chiral has a fairish start. One set already done, has some Dora he can work around. And Lily has actually got a very strong hand that could conceivably get to Chanter, but probably not going to build that way. Meanwhile, Rice has got rid of a pair of greens. Okay, Lily is... yeah, Ishanten for a one-hand hand. We'll have to give up Rise's white at this point, but there we go. Rise decided to pass the first one. Apologies, I've absolutely not commented on this game. Alright, so there's Tenpai for Lily. I haven't done this in about 2 or 3 weeks, so sorry, I'm a little rusty with things. Also, hungry. There is pizza on the way, but it's not here yet. So, was that a change of Tenpai? That was a change. Doesn't really make that much difference, but allows us to keep the Dora. So, yeah, one additional. So, 2-hand hand now. Waiting on a 4-7. Rise is looking okay for Tanyo, but a little bit of way to go. Could conceivably go for pairs from here, but there we go. So Lily Sumos gets a 2-hand hand. 2000, moves the seats on, gets to that a little bit closer to the dealer 10. And a small lead is never a bad thing. Alright, second hand, we will follow Prospero for this one. So a pair of Wests, and other than that, an okay-ish start. Chiral has picked up a pair of 9s, 1 Dora. Yeah, a little outside heavy, but could be okay depending. Lily, normalish hand. Actually, Lily's hand could be quite fast. She's obviously got those 3 terminals to get rid of, but the rest of the hand looks really good. And then I think Rise has got away with the best starting hand based on things here. No Dora, but other than that, everything's reasonably well connected. So, let's see how things progress. Okay, South's not doing anything for Prospero, probably just toss that. Yep. Meanwhile, Chiral is nearly there. With a heavily Chanter themed hand, although it's not going to go the Chanter with a 5, 6, 7 in his hand. Ishanten, basically. Meanwhile, Rise has got there, and Prospero gets to Reach. It's a Reach that's going to be waiting on the 8-man. We'll see whether he wants to go for that. There's still 2 of them out there. Ignoring, as far as he's concerned, there's 4 of them out there, but obviously 2 of them are in Kara's hand, and he's unlikely to get rid of them. So Rise very close to Toy Toy, could also go for 7 pairs. So Lily has just drawn the 3rd one, so there's 1 left. Might decide to get rid of it on a half Suji. But I think the North is the more useless tile right now, so that will wait at least a turn or 2. Alright, Carol cutting his 9s. And Lily is also folding. Okay. So let's see, 5-5. Yeah, so Rise folding as well. I think, yeah, everybody's kind of folding out for a little bit, just seeing if they can go around, which makes sense. So Chiral, 2-pin pass, he could have done something with that, but again, 2-pin looks a little unsafe given what tile was reached on. Okay, cuts the free man, which is CG to the last tile. Also, more explosions, because it was Guy Fawkes yesterday. So there are undoubtedly going to be some explosions interrupting the stream. Okay, so it looks like Prospero's going to pick up the draw here. Lily is not getting rid of that 8. There is still one left. It's not impossible that Prospero just draws it, but it does not look as if not look if it's coming out from anyone. Okay, 4 follows 4. One more draw. Nine south and 9. So one player Tempai just on a closed 8. Picks up the 3,000 and maintains the dealership. And his reward is a awkward hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, not doing that with 8. So Prospero is going to have a bit of a long run at this, I think. We'll see. Never know, could always come back to him. Lily's hand looks quite quick. In fact, Lily's hand could be amazing, actually. If you can draw that Tuso, she's got Riichi, Sanchaku. Yeah, Riichi, Sanchaku, and Dora. That could be... That's going to be good enough. That's going to be good enough even if she gets the 2 off of Chiral for the open, I think. Open Sanchaku... No, actually, open Sanchaku 1 isn't that much. No, ignore that. Alright, so double ton for Prospero. Now, he's probably going to hold on to that green. We'll see. Yep. So hoping for Hanneman with that. Or at the very least, Mungan and just using that as the pair. Okay. So green gone. And decides not to follow up on it. White Dragon. So Lily could hit Tempai here and takes it. So White Dragon, Sanchaku. Dora, potentially. Can hit the 2 or the 2. If you hit the 2, which there are more of those out there. Rise has a couple in hand. A couple of 5s and a 2 in hand. So there are 5 effective winners out there. Being said, if Rise keeps picking them up. So Ishanten for Rise. Prospero's hand finally getting to the point where he could conceivably get to Tempai, but it's going to be a bit slow, I think, compared to everybody else's. Carol's has slow progression, but actually puts in there if he wants to go for it. It'd be a closed Tempai. Decides to just take the Tempai, but not reaching at this point, which makes sense. So Dharma on the 5. We'd only take him drawing a 7 to actually get around that anyway, so you can have draw the 5 and just take a sumo win, or if he draws a 7, he can go for a pinfu. So, reach from Rise. That is called by Prospero, so interrupts the Ipatsu. So he's waiting on a 9, which he deals in with. So no Ipatsu, but Reach and Ura. So 5200. So Rise minor lead going into East 3, where we will follow Chiral. So Chiral has started off with a pairs heavy hand, 4 of them already. Lily immediately discarding the Draw Dragon. And again, has a really good start. Gotta be honest, I'd be very happy with that starting hand. Rise... I mean, Rise isn't too bad either. Shamanovs aren't bonus tiles for him, but, you know, can't have everything. And, ooh, Prospero has got a hand that looks very nice for forcing into a Honitsu. So he's also got the East for backup as well, so that's the sort of hand I'd consider doing that with. This is going to be interesting here. There's a few aggressive things that could happen, depending. So Kyle draws 3 pin, ignoring the 2 potential call of the 2. So let's get rid of the 3. So he's still got the pairs heavy hand, but a lot of that is things that could become pin through with the extra tile, so not guaranteed he's doing that. Prospero is trying to force the half flush, I think. Lily is now Ishanten. Carol is just purging the Manzi tiles in the background. In the foreground, rather. Hello, Hellion. Yeah, not too bad. Just observing a game and also grabbing pizza, so bear with 2 moments. Advantage of my wife being here, she can pick up pizza. Unfortunately, not the Duck Pizza of Kent, just a random assortment of things from Lancashire. Anyway, so has anything developed since I last left? Not particularly. Kyra's up to 5 pairs though, so he's Ishanten for 7 pairs, wait. Lily is Ishanten for the same thing she was waiting on before. Rise has also got pairs, but not enough of them. Free pin discard. Okay, so I think Kyril is going for the optimal 7 pairs hand now. So obviously Dora Dragon where possible. Kyril is also skipping the calls, I'm noticing, because he's decided 7 pairs is the way to go. Makes sense. Prospero then on the attack. So he's 1 from Honitsu here, but Kyril has just hit 7 pairs, raiding on Vidora. Reaches because there's no way the hand's going to improve from this. So Prospero could be in trouble, depending on if he wants to force things. He'll probably end up in a way. He'll ideally want to be waiting on it though, rather than getting rid of it, especially now. Nice. There are local clubs that I could potentially go to, but I've not had the ability to do so, and especially with lockdown at the moment. All right, so Lily now against the Reach decides to play 9 pin, assuming the 8's an indicator of safety, I guess. Well, we'll see. There is 1 more green that could be drawn by Kyril here, but you've got to think that if either Rise or Lily get it, they are out. And if Prospero gets it, well, they'll just use it. So 1 in 4 of it being drawn by the relevant person. But again, if he pulls that off, that is Reach 7 pairs and 3. So that is Hanneman, minimum. And with Sumo and only requiring an Iridura to go to Baiman. Dealer Baiman at that. Dealer Baiman basically says game over, and that is a call. That is a call for Tenpai waiting on the green, so 2 players waiting on green. But only 10 more draws left in the game. Oh, Prospero is on the jam right now. Prospero is really on the jam. I mean, you call for Tenpai, you occasionally get it, but that is Mongan. I know. I felt that, Kyril. I felt that. Oh, has somebody been playing? Has somebody saki'd? Oh, well, we're gonna have to judge. We're gonna have to judge. All right, we should also follow Lily. Okay. So following round, Lily has... actually, Lily's again got a good starting hand at this point. I don't know. I don't seem to have much either myself. Thank you very much for that. I'm okay for the moment. Yes, it's the abomination pizza. I apologize.
I know, took a whiff. It's not too terrible.
No,
But it's all
quite
yours.
nice. It's quite nice, don't worry. It's all good.
You're brushing your teeth after.
Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna have my webcam turned off because, you know, food cam and whatever else. Well, there's the reach from Lily. Pizza Hawk 2012. I actually took the 2012 off my name. I am no longer 2012. You may have noticed. I am now just Shadowhawk. Okay, Reach and Sumo. Reach, Sumo, Ura as dealer. I mean, Carl hit Tenpai with that and it was a dragon. He wasn't going to not play it. The fact that you break up a potentially Shanton is just a bonus as long as you got the safe target discard, so it prevented it being Mungan. Okay, so Lily's up to the 30k point. I didn't really want to be Shadowhawk 20x. Or 20x. So the question is, who's about to pull off a Saki? I mean, I don't mind Smash. I don't have a Switch though, so I don't have the ability to play Smash right now. I do actually have a GameCube downstairs, although getting it hooked up. Okay, so yeah, sorry, there's gonna be less analysis going on while I eat pizza. I apologize for that. Still, Gyro has a shiny hand. Rise might be trying to force a Chinitsu here, but Prospero has just gone a little faster on that one, so yeah, I think it is. Alright, so Rise free to go to get a Chinitsu. Lily has drawn another useful tile here, I guess. Okay, so it takes the Tenpai for 5/8, which makes sense. So 5/8 for an East-only Tenpai. Lily also takes Tenpai if she calls that. Decides not to. There's the Khan, and there's the Rinchan. Yeah, Prospero's stolen all the luck right now, I've got to be honest. So it's only a 2700 hand, and moves the game on. And it's still a close game at this stage. Alright, Rise entering South 1. Well, that's a good hand to have when you're going into South 1. Yeah, I've seen it. You are struggling a little bit. At least you get the finisher. You're getting there though. And this is the better way around to have it. At least you're losing the battle where you can win. It's when you lose the battle and you just cannot get past Ishanto. That's the games like that are the worst. Anyway. So Rise is 2 Dora, but he's up against the double Yakuhai, fast attacking Lily. Ew, okay, Rise has 3 Dora. So cut the ones and go for a Tanyo attack here. Let's try and force a hand, because I think Mungan here from the dealer... Mungan more than certainly takes the lead. The lead is not that high right now. 6,000. Kyra's still got a bit of a way to go. Okay, Prosper's up to 4 pairs. Don't know where he's building to. Toy Story is just keeping safe things for the moment. Could be. Triple of the ones for Rise. So, Rise is now going to have to incorporate that, which is fine. He's Ishanten, though. So, Reach and Dora free. Alright, there's Lily's second Yakuhai. She's not actually hit Tenpai, though. Which means that happened at exactly the right point. So it's a Reach and a 5-pin. Not extremely likely, but we'll see. Carol's also hitting up the pairs. Well, pairs and triplets at the moment. What does Lily cut here? That's a really awkward hand given the Reach. Risks the 4-pin. There's an expletive, so in about 5 minutes, something is going to happen. Okay, 10 by 6-9. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Oh, that's mean to say. You're not wrong, but it's mean to say. Alright, let's follow the dealer. So, Prospero then. Prospero East in that round. This is a good start. Again, we know who's stolen the jam. So, where is going to be enough? Lily's just managed to pull slightly ahead here. Rice is a good hand as well. Double Yakuhai again. Chiral, yeah, it's got some directions. It's not going to be too valuable, though, unless I'm missing something. So, really, this is going to be a battle between Prospero's fast and reasonable hand. He's already now up to 3, so he's Ishanten with that. Just needs to pair one of his Manzu. Or go into a single way, I guess. Versus Rise and his Yakuhai. Whatever he ends up doing with that, in all honesty. Actually, he's quite a way behind. It's nice to have 2 Yakuhai, but I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do with it, I've got to be honest. Especially if he's not getting the extra bits in that fast. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a 5-8 or a 6-9 for Prospero. Turn 5 Reach. Yep. Well, we'll see. Lily knows where 2 of Fedora are, which is always a nice comfort in these sorts of things. So she can assume it's a reasonably low value hand. This is much easier to know and track when you can see more when there's only 4 Fedora in the game, but you know. Well, there's 2 of the winners in her hand as well now. Well, let's see what she wants to do. Deals in. I think given her hand, there's not a lot you can do about that. You kind of have to try and play your normal game against an early Reach. So, as it happens, it's a Reach only for 2,000 points. So, could have been a lot worse. But generally speaking, play your normal game. Assume it's going to be cheap, which most of the time it will be. And play safe where you can, obviously. You don't go reckless, but... Oh, this is another hand that's got 8. We'll see what Prospero does with that. 1 short of being able to take the reset. Chiral has an okay hand to start with. Lily... This is okay. Yeah, okay, so basically I'd put those 3 hands on roughly even keel at this point. And then Prospero's well back just because of all the Yakuhai he's got to get rid of. Well, all of the loose tiles at the end. Okay, Lily advancing with that. She could try and force a Honitsu there, but with 5 remaining, it's probably more likely we're just going to hit that White Dragon and run. Try and move herself towards that final seat position, the final dealer position. especially now she's drawn another set. So she's now Tenpai, waiting on the free So. Unfortunately, only 2 of those left because Cairo has a couple in hand, but any Tenpai is good, especially early. Okay, so option to change it up to a pair weight. It's the same number of tiles, obviously, but where she feels that's going to be better. And I think waiting on the 9-2 is going to be 9-pin 2-so is going to be better ultimately than the 3-so, but she decides against it, which is fair enough. It's still 4 versus 4, but I think having the 9 as an option gives you that slight upside of other people dealing into you. Mind you, she got dealt into with the 3, so I definitely would have made the wrong switch there, I've got to be honest. Actually, it was free because obviously there was a 9-pin played earlier, which I missed. Okay, now let's see Chiral then. So, Chiral has 2 Dora in the deal turn, which is exactly when you want to see 2 Dora. He's not going to get that red dragon just because I can see 1 in Rise, 1 in Prospero's hand. But that's also another good addition to the hand there. So, building up towards Pinfu. Just needs to fill in those 2 closed weights though. He could have Riichi, Sanshoku, Pinfu, and Dora. But obviously 2 close weights, and most likely what's going to happen is he's going to draw 1 and have to discard the other. Because obviously the 2-3 and the 4-5 are much, and also his 5-9, much better task to be waiting on. At least for just getting a win, which he might be prioritizing here. He can go for a donut. He decides to get, yeah, so that's pretty much what I was considering with that. It would have been nice to keep, but ultimately Kara needs to prioritize getting a win rather than necessarily going for the value for the win at this stage. Do. Okay. So I'll probably join in the next one because I skipped one, so I just want to see the rest of this, so no spoilers, please, if you can avoid that. And we have to save my other half pizza for a bit later. Fair enough. I thought you were actually responding to me a couple of times, I've got to be honest, but hey. Clearly, you were so incensed with my disagreement with what I was saying that you had to mute me. I more than understand. Alright, so Prospero reaching with a pair weight, East 4. Pursuit, also a pair weight, 1-4. And this is a hand Cairo can't really afford to fold, which is unfortunate. Eight more draws remaining, assuming there's not a winner first. So Riders has a marginal advantage in this reach off. I mean, he's still getting there. Ishanten now for Cairo. That's 5. 4 more draws. And Prospero has all the jam as always. Yeah, true enough. No, what? No, there were one. Actually, no, one man. I didn't see where the 4th one man was. I mean, at that point, Tenpai would have been important enough, even if he couldn't do a lot with it. Alright, so South 4. They happen. Unless your name is Prosper at the moment. Okay, so can Lily counter and take the win here for Prospero. Needs a Mungan. Actually, a free hard hand would do it, I think. Maybe. I have to look at the bloody charts again, wouldn't I? But with 2 Dora, I don't think she's too worried about that. She's got to have the ability to get there. Just whether she can finish the hand off, really. Decides to go for it. So, Tanyo and repeat, possibly? Tanyo, Dora 2, repeat. Well, it's a little awkward for going for Tanyo, but I could have had a hand if I knew the future. Indeed. That's always the thing, though. You have to know the future. My tutor door free. I was really upset that I didn't pay off, I've got to be honest. I mean, admittingly, it was a long shot even before he drew that last tile, but you know. Alright, Carol attacking. Yeah, I suppose Carol can still make it into 3rd if you can get the toy, so yeah. And that is the deal in. So, Rise secures 3rd, I think, with that, unless he's got a lot more value than I saw. 39. And ends in 3rd place. Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you're that in that position, you don't really have too much choice other than to try for it, I guess. Alright. Well, let us prepare for a match. And let's see. So currently we have Prospero, Lily, and myself. And since I've stopped eating pizza at this point, I can actually have the can back on. We do. Okay. Okay, Carol has joined, but joined too late, so we're just going to play with the 4 at the moment. Alright, let's go. So currently I have Chiral and Rise waiting in the queues. Everybody else got in the game at this stage. Unfortunately, I have to deal with somebody who has... They were the top 4, and I was definitely going to include myself, so... Alright, let's see if I can give somebody else a Yakuman Tenpai. Ah, sorry, Raz. Okay, double Yakuhai. Starting west. So, it might be a Honitsu force, this one. We'll see. Although, it's got Dora with this, so maybe I don't want to force it. Well, let's see. We're going to play the 1 pin next anyway, most likely. I mean, the only reason we'd force Honitsu is if we get, say, the green, but even then, I don't think we necessarily need to. Pair of 1s. Okay, green. Follow up. Yeah, you know what? Pon 1. Call for Tenpai. We can just draw a 6-8. Anyone want a red? Prospero wants to attack this. Fair enough. And we have multiple safe tiles to him. And we got rid of a triplet at once. Possibly going for a Honitsu Sozu. Not one of the 5 pulls was there. Could have been. Could have been. Gotta assume, yeah, gotta assume Prosper is on something Sozu related. Although not necessarily, I suppose, very free going out, but that was after the call. Well, let's stay on with this. Wasn't a Honitsu, it was just 6-9, Dragon only. So, minor dealer win, not going to worry too much about that. Knifing's not going to help us at this point. Okay, fully with the Dragon Call. Paranoid is a marginal upside here. Let's play that. Ultimately, it's 2 likely safe tiles later on, I think. Okay, that's a bit too many at this stage. Alright, let's cut the 9s. Yeah, I said marginal upside, but really it's not really doing a lot for me here. So I need to ideally draw either 2 or the 3 and get rid of the remaining one. We'll keep that this time. Just hope to draw it 6 rather than 8. We need at least one other person in that. We only have 2 people in the queue. And of course I draw the 8. Of course I was going to draw the 8. That was always going to happen. Oh well. Yeah, not really looking like I'm going to get anywhere with this one. Yeah, can't argue with that if that's your only deal in. Let's just go 5-pin early. Rise. Oh, fully, sorry. Keep expecting Rise in that seat for whatever reason. Okay, so that's 10 by for fully. But that was going to be my last chance to do anything with that 5-pin anyway, so. Now I think we're just going to fold out. Could be Dragon only, of course, but, well, Dragon Dora 1. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not really on it at the moment. I've got to be honest. There is some rust. I haven't played Mahjong in about 3 weeks. As evidenced by me deciding to go against the instinct of, you know, giving somebody a Daisangan just because. Okay, Prospero Reach. I mean, there's a lot of content. I don't really do things for clips and whatever else. But, Can we throw the 8 against this? No, afterwards. I don't think it's worth going for it. We'll play the 5 anyway because we know that's going to be fine. I don't think we're going 7 pairs with this. We could do, I suppose. 2, 2, 2, 2. So those are all gone. And we have all the ones. So we have 3 safe tiles against whatever's going on. Okay. And fully with the 0. So White Dragon Door 27, and obviously Prospero's Reach stick as well. Okay. So, East 2. Not a great start. Well, let's just go up the East to start with. And hope a Dragon Pair is in our future. Hey, Dragon Pair is in our future. Okay. Second one would be better, of course, but at least we can potentially get something. And potentially just go for a rapid push for tempo at that stage. Let's throw white. Got West for relatively safe tiles later in the game, so we'll just see how this goes. Actually, might as well be getting rid of the West now. We're going to have 2 pairs, one of which we're going to hopefully progress into a triplet at some stage. Yeah, we get rid of West now. And hope to eventually draw that 2-man. We'll be waiting on it. Okay, so 1 high each. No obvious tempo indicators from fully just the moment. And we're still 2 away, whatever we're doing here, so let's secure the. Well, actually, I suppose we had the pair secured either way, but I don't think we're going to scare them off with that either. Alright, Toto has suddenly become an upgrade. Although, admittingly, not one that's likely to come anywhere if we don't pair up Medora. Also, 5 and 6 unlikely to be helpful. But second call, hopefully there's some pressure on. Ishanten. Tempo. Now we'll see, Dragon 1. To become dealer. Reaching against 4 calls. And giving a 5th. I think a 2-man would save me a lot of bother here, Lily. Nope. Oh well. So all three's gone, all of those are gone. Well, I've got nothing that's going to work against that. 5 could easily be deadly to against Lily. I have no good plays, so we're going to play the 5 anyway. And of course he does. Well, this is a thing. One man. Should go with 9, not the 7, but hey. Okay, punished, but we'll see. To be fair, I didn't have an option anyway which was going to work. So, in that position, I was going to take the Tenpai. This is just pure aggression. We'll just force this game one way or another. Counter-attack. Oh, and also just showing that there isn't a Daisangan on. Fair enough. Yeah, didn't seem likely. Interesting. That actually might not be great for us, in all honesty. Okay, let's go 5 pin. Not sure I agree with that, actually, but hey, we've got Naked Weight coming up. Who knows? Get a door free for that. Ugh. And also our discards, well, we don't have the Chanter hand, our discards do kind of indicate that. Alright, let's go with that. As a deal, we're probably sticking with this and hoping for some carnage, but... Actually, the only carnage left is... No, there's no carnage left. So there is going to be no carnage. Just where I can get the 5-8. And there we go. So double Yakai Dora. Yeah, a little bit. I was hoping to bluff more people out of it, but Lily decided to go in anyway. And actually, Prospero hasn't folded once this entire set of games, I have to be honest, based on observation. It's more putting myself back into the game than anything else at this stage, I think. Alright, let's green this. So I'm in a risk-taking mood, as you probably gathered from earlier. There is going to be no risk I take today that's going to be bigger than that one. An obvious double Yakuman, you say? Well, we'll see. If somebody has an obvious double Yakuman, I'll see if I can deal into it. I think that is normally. I could have tried to get rid of the white dragon a bit earlier, but I think we've committed enough that we're going to have to try and hold it for the time being. Even considering that, we need to pair that up, or at least be in a single weight for it, and it's not looking great for us getting to Senpai here. Now we'll see. Okay, double run. Okay, so I'm going to emphasize this is our pair. So I know we could have cut the 5, had the pair there, and potentially been one away, but that would have involved us cutting the white at some stage. Since we're assuming we can't cut the white, we're going to have to assume that's our pair and just hope we can get the 7 here. Cut the 9 and the 7 at some stage. Okay, that's actually not too bad for us, I think. Okay. Do the reach on that. White dragon is not going to pass here, so I think what we do instead here is we just play the 9. So we know what all the 7s are. And we do have a safe task for this reach if we wanted to go for it. Yeah, we have a lot of safe tasks for this reach actually, so we're going to cut a pair. And probably cut the entire triplet. Yeah, all the 7s known, we also know the 9 is safe, but North's live. He's not North, but we'll play with 7 since we know that's going to be safe rather than risk with North right now. He's possibly waiting on it. Alright, we'll just play fours. I think assuming we're going to get into a good weight was going to be quite unlikely. I mean, even assuming the best, it was probably going to be a white dragon or a pair weight. Of course, it's a huge hand. There's a free 6, so probably couldn't have gone for that, and risking a white dragon would have been definitely suicide running. Still, down a third. Potentially a double Yaku High in multiple different forms. Well, let's see what we draw first before we make judgments. Okay, so we have 4 pairs, double Yaku High. So Toy Toy is consideration. Honitsu is going to be awkward. Well, let's just see how it goes. I'd probably prefer to go Toy Toy rather than 7 pairs if we get 5 here, but... Well, now I'm probably just going to Yaku High and just incorporate this in whatever I'm doing. this is more... Well, I suppose it's not actually that much better, but it's slightly friendlier in terms of getting it into a thing. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, no, I'm not. It's not the end of the world by any means, but... But we're definitely up against the jam flow today. We've already cut the 2, so we don't want to have the 2-5. But we're now at the point where we're probably going to... Well, I suppose we could still go 7 pairs, depending on how this goes out. So, yeah, fine. But again, I'd probably prefer triplets to 7 pairs, given we've got double Yakuhaya, but... Yeah, well, any tempi will do at this stage. And 7 pairs draw a 2 would be absolutely fine by me right now. Okay. Is that a better option? Not really, because they don't have Ipeiko and Yakuhai, so no. So even assuming we would get the other one, that's still Ipeiko, Yakuhai, and nothing much else. This is a much stronger hand. Everything that passes that, though. Yeah, no worries, Rose. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Well, we'll respect the dealer reach for the moment. If we'd made the 7 pass, we'd have had our 7 pairs wait. Oh well. And there's the dealer. So that is a change. That doesn't do a lot other than just change choosing the lead, I think. So Mangan exchange and 12,000 is pretty much a straight swap. Technically we're slightly further ahead, but also within seconds, so advantage. But yeah, goes to my theory. I don't think I've seen Prospero fold all night. Which has its upsides, I will concede, but you know. Eh. It wasn't on, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. But I prefer to go with a hand that has me the maximum chance of getting into a leading position at the end of it. Okay, up to 4 pairs. That's 3 pairs. 2 away there. 1 red already played. I suppose I can just follow up with the reds actually. Or follow up with the 4s, depending. For God's sake. Right, all my pairs now got 1 less. Makes this significantly worse. Risk the east for the end of the first row. Yeah, sorry Thursday, we only have one person currently queued up, so it might be a while before that game starts. Still too early whichever way we do this. Probably should have cut 7 first. Oh, 2 more definitely safe tiles. I mean, Shinitsu's not the end of the world impossibility at this stage. Okay, so Tanya up top. We can also throw our red dragons for safety if we ever get to that point, but we already have safe tiles on the route to the hand we want to go for. Currently it's empty, sorry. I was tempted to take that just for the red dragon weight, but fine. Symbols 5, 2,000 points, and we move on. There's only one person in the queue, I've got to be honest, but... Alright, so Prospero retakes second place and the dealership. As we enter South 1. Let's start with the red. Ooh, shiny, and it's ours. Well, in that case, we'll play the tile we probably would have played anyway. But now we have other plans. Oh, they're going to be played out. Come on, I'll give you a pair before the next one comes out. Go on. We're up to 4 pairs. Not an impossible progression from here, but we'll see. Alright, Prosper doing a quick attack. And the second red. Which now somebody's going to be able to call. Yeah. Well, this is fine. We're advancing the dealership away from the player. Well, I guess it's not that big a deal which one of these two is winning right now. Do you want to go for this? Give us a hand that's actually legal. Might be too aggressive though. Screw it. Let's see what happens. Well, now it just looks like we might know what we're doing. Third one? Free man? Ah. We clearly don't know what we're doing. Yeah. That was probably the expected outcome of things. Could play the West on the basis she probably doesn't want it, but it is Vidora. I just play the 8. One was just played. It's not a great reason for it to be safe, but you know. Free. So we can play a 7 pin here. But we know the 4's already safe. Yeah, 2 safe tiles is better than 1 safe tile, so we'll just play both of those. And we can play the 4 if we get desperate, I guess. Yeah, didn't fold there either. So 7 west. Gap to second increases to 3,700, but that's definitely grabbable. And this is not a bad little starting hand. And Lily is off. Yep, further improvement. So I'm ideally drawing something like an 8 pin or well, 7 so 8 pin. 1-7 already played. We're not a million miles away from a possible Itsu here. Dear. That would be greed, I think, but we'll see. It has been a while since we've had a good possible Itsu. Wonder it. So yeah, draw a 7, get into a pair weight, draw 3 of 7, and just be into a reach for the 7. Only 3 of those left, but might be okay. Only 3 of those left now. Nope, we're gonna wait for pin 2. What's going to happen is, of course, we're going to draw the 8. And the moment we draw the 8, we'll probably reach on it anyway, but... Alright, 2 more draws. I know we could chase and force the hand off, but... Prosper hasn't folded all night. We might get Fully to fold. Might get Lily to fold. But... Actually, I should probably have to prioritize getting off the dealer button. It's also a free 7 though. Screw it. Alright, pair weight, 3 remaining. Let's see. Well, that's almost certainly going to be a better reach than mine. Lily had a good hand that she's now going to have to fold. Oh boy. Which is fair, but I was looking at a potential pin through rather than just a reach drawer. A couple of turns didn't really cost me too much, and Prospero was never going to fault to not attack it anyway, even if I'd have reached a couple of turns earlier. Fully and Lily were the only two I was really going to interfere with that, and Lily might not have been, depending on what her hand was, but I'm guessing by frustration, it probably was. It was probably not good enough to go for this. Anyway, we'll see. It's potentially Prospero's on the bluff weight, but I don't think he is. He hasn't folded today, as far as I can tell. Still, I don't think it would have changed anything had I ever reached 2 turns earlier. Well, either way, draw state. Some bears. Yeah, he had a bigger hand. Yeah, well. Doesn't change too much other than it puts me a little closer to the lead. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, Toy Toy. Toy Toy or Honitsu with this, I think. Mind you, Toy Toy's go is going to be awkward, just giving Dora and free. We could get potentially, but alright, that helps to Honitsu. And of course, I take just Green Dragon Dora. Where we started from here. Okay, no, we are going for it now. We've got enough development that I think we can just go for dragon, and if we get the opportunity, we can cut the peripheries. I mean, even if we don't, we got door 4 already. We don't need any more. I actually have not made myself a 10 with those discounts as far, so okay. Ishanten. Green ideally, but well, let's see. Not getting the greens out of anybody else now, so it's just whether we can hit Tenpai independently of that and whether we can make the 8 pass. Ooh, that's awkward. Well, it's asking a lot, but I think this is the play here. We cut 3-4. We're still not there yet. We still need one more, but this has got to be the play here. Potentially add the Sun Anko to this as well. But 4-man is definitely getting played if we get another advancement. Okay, it's definitely getting played now. It's safe. Alright. Ishanten. I don't think I'm cutting dragons against that if they're live. Well, here we go. Taking a quick skim of that, but yeah, here we go. So 3, 5, 8, 4 left. Okay, there's the 3. Moving on. That's where he takes the lead. Yeah, so this looks a bit neater towards Honitsu at least. Certainly does now. 6-0. At this stage, any win will probably do. Ah, it's fine. I hit Tenpai, so I can't argue too much. Oh, gonna have to keep that. At least for a turn or two. We'll see. Actually, one has already gone. Yeah, okay, we'll cut that next. Well, he doesn't want it. And how long we keep it, what chance it's actually going to be relevant for somebody. Yeah, so we need a definite 7 to get anywhere with this. So I suppose we could still work things out with that. You know what? I'm gonna embrace the greed monster for a bit. Keep that as an option. I would, of course, get that now. I'd be for a 10 if I kept it, so we're getting rid of it. Okay. So you can probably play East. And of course we always have card as an option if we get anywhere near things. So he is Northwind, but shouldn't need it. We can also cut the 9 against him, so we'll see. We're in a position where we do have to cut this 2, though. That might just make us out of this. Which would be a real shame, but I think we are. I mean, there was no pause on the 3-4, but...
No.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm going to go 3-3 to replace the 4-4 that's going off my top 5 record at least, so there's that. But not over yet. Got a deal of turn to come. And this is a good start. Good enough anyway. Oh, this is very definitely my last game for the night, by the way. We're double south, so we're not throwing the south away. Not this early, anyway. No, of course not. I've got a deal turn left, so I'm not even, you know, even under the I am miles behind bracket, I've still got the, there's a dealer turn left, it's not out while you've got that. Still. Could do with a hand, though. Well, there's south, which somebody can call. So we're going to force it. Okay. Could have been the natural just thing pause, but it'd be unlikely to do it twice in a row. So, I'm going to assume somebody did want it, or at least could have called it. Okay. Yishanten. Not what I was going for at all, but, you know, Yishanten is Yishanten. So maybe the answer is cut. If I draw the middle tiles here, we just cut the greens and start going for that hand. I'm not sure how much time I've got though. And of course, we're waiting on a 6, a 3, or a 7, so not ideal. Well, the mask's still open though. No, 1 free blade. So 3 is marginally the worst based on what I can see. I also am not sure I can reach it, which is just the hazard of Lily being on a low point score. So I'd probably have to take it dumber as well. Well, let's see. I suppose I could reach and then just not take the win off Lily if it comes up to that. That being said. So I could call that, but I'd still not actually be in tempo for it, and I'd have to cut both, so let's go this way round and take the Dharma. counter reach. Fully, of course, in the lead, so doesn't need to worry about that particular mathematics of things. Also, I should not have that on. What am I doing with that? I'm sure it is north, but I feel that that's going to be the better weight than the 7 pin here, although 666. 99. No, I don't even have to state anything of that nature. No, let's go. Alright, too safe to Prospero. Oh, this is annoying. I suppose I could have folded. Yeah, I should really be folding this. Oh, time's running out. Well, it's not hesitating, it's just I cannot afford to take Lily out of the game. Okay, reasonable draw. Got one free. Yeah, free pair situation, but I can always cut one of those if I need to. Good draw. Okay. Sure. So we can go White Dragon for 10 pie on the 6. We can go draw a couple of things to be in a pair weight. So we'll see how this develops. Ibeke would have been a nice backup, but might have to reach and just take a sumo if the deal's in. Dora or Dora? Well, there we go. No Dora free. Hello, Mono. Nah, it's fine. This is the last game of tonight anyway, so... Well, that's half of the problem. But it's not valuable enough to really make a dent at this point. I suppose it means I can now get a Munga for second, admittedly, but it doesn't change what I was at before, really. Munga and Sumo for second would have probably done that as well. At least while I was in dealer position. Alright, so Mungan required out of whatever we got here. 1 Dora. And North's already despairing. Yeah, but... yeah, but eyes forward. I doubt we're getting a Mungan out of this. Reach. Pinfu, 1. Sumo, 5-2. Yeah. Let's see what happens. And a free ray from Sanchiku, so I could go reach Sanchiku Dora, which would get me the Mungan, but doesn't seem especially likely with this. But you never know. I've got Adora, so there's always a chance I can upgrade things. Pressure is culling the Sosu, just going for a half flush. Unless he's got something else, it's not a hand that looks less than to try and take the lead, so it might just be trying to rush this for second. That is actually 1 towards with Sanchiku. So 2 to go for that. So reach Sanchiku, and if I can luck into it being Pinfu, although that would be exactly 2 cut, free cut. Reach Pinfu Sanchiku. 6,000, 6,000. So 6,000 from you, 12,000 plus. Yeah, I mean, that actually is a route to victory. But it's a long shot for victory. But you got to take those when they come up. Or if you've got to consider them when they come up. You don't have to take them. 5's going to be the riskiest tile. So we'll play that now. But yeah, we have to draw 1. We have to draw 2, 3, reach, and get that across. Unless the card helps us. Yeah, maybe. Prospero is definitely on Manzu Honetsu. And we've drawn that bit. So that makes that side of the equation worse. We can still go reach Sanchiku, Dora 1, and hope for Ura. Just need 2, and we are victorious. Assuming we sumo. There's only 1 2-pin left. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I should keep my options open here, but I feel that the best way I can do this now... oh, I don't even know. Alright. Well, we're keeping the 2 anyway. Safe tar to you. So we can still draw that last 2. Gives us a pair weight. Reach Dora 3. Well, reach Dora 2 at the very least, so... alright, pair weight. Do you want the 5? Probably not, because you're definitely on a Manzu Honetsu, but... there's 1 singular Dora 1 left. All the 2s... I think... no, 1 2's left, so it's still possible somebody could just have that. Well, we've done... this is all we can do. There's not much else we can really do with the situation here. We either get it or we don't. Out of our hands. Direct tier here I think might be enough if you had to play the 1 out fully, but... Mungan plus trade, and we just deal it. Well, that's going to be not a Mungan, thankfully. Actually, yeah, it is a Mungan. Okay, well, that's game. GG then. Not enough to make a difference in terms of fully score, but hey. Alright, well thanks for joining us. That will be the end of my stream, and I will see you next week. So, until next time.